In Tokyo, a high-security prison operated by the G.U.N Corporation is breached, triggering Shadow's awakening and giving him the chance to escape. Meanwhile, Sonic is celebrating the anniversary of his arrival on Earth with Tails and Knuckles when G.U.N director Rockwell arrives with urgent news: Shadow has escaped. Seeking their help, Rockwell enlists the trio and officially dubs them Team Sonic. The trio confronts Shadow, only to realize he is far stronger than they anticipated. Overpowered, they watch as he escapes. Determined to uncover the truth, Team Sonic meets with G.U.N Commander Walters, who reveals that the corporation discovered Shadow in a meteorite back in 1974. Initially used for experimental purposes, Shadow's immense power led to dangerous consequences, resulting in the project leader's arrest and Shadow being placed in stasis. Before they can process this revelation, Dr. Robotnik arrives with an army of drones, fatally wounding Walters. With his final breath, Walters hands Sonic a digital key card and urges him to stay safe. Now unsure of whom to trust, Team Sonic decides to take on Shadow without G.U.N's assistance. However, Agent Stone delivers shocking news: Robotnik is still alive and was not the one who sent the drones. Realizing there's more at play, the trio reluctantly teams up with Robotnik and follows the drones to an abandoned G.U.N base. Shadow reflects on his past, remembering Maria, the project leader's granddaughter, who was his closest and only true friend. He recalls their time together and the bond they shared. One tragic night, as they attempted to escape the facility, an agent triggered an explosion, killing Maria before Shadow could save her. Overcome with grief, he swore vengeance against all of humanity. Now fueled by his mission for revenge, Shadow captures Team Sonic. Meanwhile, Robotnik makes a shocking discovery: his long-lost grandfather, Gerald Robotnik, who has been imprisoned for the past 50 years. Gerald reveals that activating the Eclipse Cannon, an orbital laser capable of obliterating any location on Earth, requires 2 key cards. He intends to use it to destroy G.U.N's headquarters. Seeing an opportunity, Evo Robotnik betrays Sonic, stabbing him in the back and siding with his grandfather. Before Sonic can recover, Shadow seizes the key card from him and attempts to eliminate Team Sonic. However, they manage to escape unharmed, now more determined than ever to stop the impending destruction. Team Sonic uses a ring portal to escape and seeks out Tom and Maddie for help. Together, they travel to London, but their mission takes a tragic turn when Shadow attacks, fatally wounding Tom. Before they can retaliate, Shadow seizes the second key card, completing the final step of Gerald's plan. With both key cards in their possession, Evo, Gerald, and Shadow activate the Eclipse Cannon, preparing to unleash its devastating power. Overcome with rage at Tom's injury, Sonic abandons Tails and Knuckles, stealing the Master Emerald. As its energy surges through him, he undergoes a powerful transformation, becoming Supersonic. Sonic speeds toward the Eclipse Cannon, now stationed in outer space, determined to put an end to Shadow's plan. Upon arrival, he confronts Shadow, and the two engage in another fierce battle. As they clash, Shadow absorbs some of the Master Emerald's energy, making the fight even more intense. Despite Shadow's newfound strength, Sonic ultimately overpowers him. However, as he stands victorious, he realizes he has let his anger consume him, just as Shadow once did. Taking a step back, Sonic reflects on his past pain and tells Shadow about the loss of Longclaw years ago. He reminds him that the people they've lost are far more important than vengeance. Shadow, moved by Sonic's words, sees the truth in them. The two rivals set aside their differences and agree to work together to stop the Eclipse Cannon before it's too late. As the Eclipse Cannon nears activation, Gerald reveals his true plan to Evo. He intends to destroy the entire planet as revenge for Maria's death. Evo refuses, declaring that he seeks to conquer the world, not annihilate it. Meanwhile, Tails and Knuckles step in, siding with Evo to stop Gerald. Together, they manage to force Gerald into an unstable energy field, vaporizing him and ending his plan once and for all. With the mastermind gone, the team quickly works to divert the cannon's trajectory. At the last moment, they succeed, and instead of striking Earth, the Eclipse Cannon fires at the moon, obliterating it. However, the battle isn't over. The cannon's core enters a catastrophic meltdown, threatening to unleash devastation. In a final act of heroism, Robotnik and Shadow sacrifice themselves, maneuvering the unstable cannon away from Earth. As they guide it into deep space, the structure erupts in a massive explosion, sealing their fate. Back on Earth, Sonic reunites with Tails, Knuckles, and Tom, making amends for his earlier actions. Tom, despite his near-fatal injury, recovers, and the group takes a moment to reflect on everything they've endured. With the crisis averted, peace is temporarily restored. As the credits roll, Sonic stumbles upon an unexpected sight: multiple robotic versions of himself, lifeless yet eerily familiar. Before he can react, a mysterious pink hedgehog appears, swiftly taking down the robotic clones and saving him. Meanwhile, in the depths of space, Shadow is revealed to have survived the explosion, hinting that his story is far from over.